I've been tagged twice, which is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. Thank you guys for the support. I think I'm gonna do two videos, combine them into one video if you guys will allow me to break all the rules like I do all the time as far as comic book haul videos, as far as, being Fred Hall Direct Edition. I was tagged by uh, Gomez, who is one of my favorite guys to watch because anytime I'm down or I feel like I've, having a, going through what normal human emotions that we go through, I watch Gomez and that guy is like he's drank like five monsters. You know what I'm saying? So his energy is so like ridiculously contagious, and I just love this community, man. I really don't do shout outs, but you know, Gomez, man, you're just a jewel to this community. And also, too, I was tagged by my boy Don the Doctor. And Don the Doctor, you're so analytical, man. Your brain power is on 10. You know what I'm saying? So every time I watch your videos, I'm like, hold on, I'm about to watch Don the Doctor. Hold on, I have to get a little smart. But anyway, thank you guys for tagging me. I know it's been a long time, but I work night shifts and I'm tired half the time. You know what I'm saying? I tried to shoot one video one night, but it was too dark, and I definitely want more lighting for my video. So with that being said, shout out to Gomez, shout out to Don the Doctor, and enjoy the video. So this video is going to be a two-part. It's going to be support the community, the community support. Um, as a human being, man, I really love all you guys, and I love this community. And the other part of the video is going to be top 15 horror covers or, Halloween covers. So with that being said, let's do it. You ready? You sure? You know my videos are long. All right, let's get into it. What's up, comic book peeps? Welcome to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition. And today we're going to be doing a support the community tag video. That's going to be your first half. And then your second half is going to be 15 Halloween covers. So without further ado, let's get into it. But before we get into it, let's get a word from our sponsor. This episode of Direct Edition is brought to you by my fake Darth Maul from China. Alrighty, you know how we do on Direct Edition. Let's get into some comics. Okay, so one of the things that the Undisputed Frost wanted you to show on the support of the community was a variant. And this is a variant that I just freaking picked up. This is the Mighty Thor, Jane Foster, and Odin's son, J. Scott Campbell variant, Fried Pie. I thought it was very cool. And I just picked this up from Books A Million. Matter of fact, yesterday. And usually it takes me a while to kind of show you guys my haul because I'm kind of like backed up on comic book hauls. But yeah, this is a variant. Okay. Now to show you my favorite variant of all time. This is my favorite variant of all time. This is Teen Titans, the Lost Boys cover. And you guys have seen this in my videos at least 2 or 3 times. But hey, it's all good. And if you stick around for the end of the video, well, the middle part of the support video, I actually have evidence that I watch you guys' channels. You're going to see, you guys' channels as I watch them. So just stick around and for the midway part, okay? Another thing that Mr. Frost wanted us to show is books that mean, that have sentimental values to me. And this definitely has sentimental values to me. This is right in the middle. This is right at the beginning of when I was collecting. This is Superman Man of Steel. This is number 18. This is the first appearance of Doomsday. And man, it is so cool, man. So this definitely has basically sentimental value to me, and I love this book. And I bought it for 25, and it's in the Mylar, no ticks or anything, and it's very cool, man. So yeah, sentimental value. There you go. Okay, now it's haul time. Now this is another book that I just picked up. I have at least 3 copies of it, and it's funny that you guys would ask that we show a book that has sentimental value, or Mr. Frost asked that. And this book has a huge amount of sentimental value to me. This is X-Men #1, Magneto cover. But not only did I pick up this one, but I also picked up another #1. And this is very cool. I'm glad to have these in my collection. And there you have it. So very cool. So since we're talking about collecting and supporting the community, this is one of my favorite things I've ever collected besides my comics. And this is excuse my drinking cup. This is my complete, I'm only missing 2, but I say complete set of Transformers. These are what do you call them? These are the leader classes. And you see the only smaller one I bought was Galvatron from the, 1980s Transformers movie. But these are my favorite thing to collect besides my old school Marvel Legends. Now, I don't want to break out my Marvel Legends because they're in a certain part of the dungeon where they're hard to get at. But besides my Marvel Legends, these are my babies. I love these things. I'm missing I think he's called like the Armada Megatron. And I'm also missing the newest one that came out. But I'm definitely going to get it. All right. Let's get into some of you guys' videos that I watched in supporting the community.
I collect all of anything basically that I see on people's channels.
6, 7, 8 months ago, deciding to join this community.
It's not muted because that would have sucked if I was muted this whole time. So let's look at the chat. So we got a lot of great folks in the chat.
Rogue 121, I know you're here there. You love X-Men as much as I do. You got some sick Psylocke covers. Hell, you've got some really sick X-Men books, in fact. Great content, man. Fred Hall Direct, if you're watching this, man, I love the style of videos you do. You make some really cool content. You show off a comic book store, your daily life, and then you show off your haul, and I think that's really awesome. You got a nice personality, and it's really cool. It's different than coming back at you, pissed off.
Hi.
The Comicaholics, and we are back.
Yeah.
2 days in a row with another tag video. And this one is for Timothy's.
This is a support the community video that Undisputed Frost started. I can't believe I wasn't subbed to him. I thought I was.
Unity tag, okay? What separate us? One other thing.
What's up, folks? Tila here. I'm here with a tag video.
Manny NYC, what's good?
Yeah!
AKA Biggie's Comics, coming at you with another tag video. That's right, guys. We got another.
What's up, everybody? So, the title of this video is Support the Community Tag Video.
Super independent, and there's just a lot of joy to it.
Hey everybody, Down the Doctor here, and I'm doing the short box tag that everybody's doing, so.
And I just want to do a quick video just to not remind, but to let you guys know that I have for a few times.
Joseph's Books Comic Book Review. Today, we'll be taking a look at The Flash.
Time for a song. Down the gates, watch the night suffocate all the lights that smother the.
It's a New Comic Book Wednesday on Thursday. Pick up a few books. Got a few back issues.
And I know. And as you can tell, we got the little tape.
This is another tag video that's going on. It is from the Undisputed Frost. It is just.
Everybody, welcome back to Area 51. Welcome back to another comic go over. And this.
We're doing the 88 Jesters tag video of our top 20 villain comic covers.
As a community base, just put out videos. I try to watch out as much as I can. I apologize if I can't get to your video right away because there's
tag video. Woke up this morning, got a notification, and Undisputed Frost has done a tag video.
Everyone, this is Daryl, aka the D from the Simply Incredible podcast, and
the whole video. Just some stuff I've collected over the last 3 weeks, and thought I'd share it with you. First, I'd like to.
Okay, welcome back, comic book peeps. I hope that you've seen a clip of your video as I was watching it. And, you know, you guys, I just wanted to feature some of you guys' channels on my channel. And I hope you guys don't mind. But I really wanted you guys to see evidence that I do watch you guys on my trusty iPad. I don't know what I would do without my iPad, but that's my baby. But anyway, these are some of my favorite Halloween movies that I like to watch. You know, of course, Nightmare on Elm Street, of course, Friday the 13th, and of course, like Child's Play, you know, stuff like that, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But I have a toy that I always, you know, well, that I show off every once in a while, and I want to show it to you guys. It's not even a toy. It's a adult collecting action figure. And here it is. This guy has, man, this has been one of my favorites, period. I ordered it off of Amazon a while back. This is the 30th anniversary of Nightmare on Elm Street #1. And I remember this being like one of my first scary movies I ever like really watched, and just fell in love with the franchise, man. It's very cool. So here's a cool look at the front of the box, a quick look at the side of the box, and here's a look at the back of the box that everything comes in it. And here's a cool look at them when you crack this thing open. Man, I love this. I really, really love this action figure. This is one of my favorites. I will never sell it. You know, you have to pry it from my dying hands, and just very cool, man. And the cool thing about it is, if you can see off the glare, that phone has a tongue hanging out of it. I love that part when Nancy picks up the phone in the first movie and Freddy's like, and he licks out his tongue. I thought it was hilarious. But there you have it. And okay, for the second time, let's get into some comics. Okay, the first Halloween comic I wanted to show you guys was Evil Ernie #1. I don't think this is the first Evil Ernie, but definitely love this comic book, man. It's very sick. Evil Ernie's very sick. I don't understand how he got his own comic book when he's really not a hero. He's really just this disgusting thing that runs around. But I love it, man. And that's your first comic book that I'm going to show. First of the 15 covers. And here you go. This is Nightmare on Elm Street #1. I remember when I saw this on the rack, I actually like did a backflip. I was so excited because Freddy is one of my favorite characters. And not only did I pick up this number one, but I also got this number one to go with it, Friday the 13th. So you got Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. The only two I missed out on was, I don't think there's a Halloween one, but I did see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and when I went back to get it, it was gone. But hey, man, if I can get two out of the franchise, it would definitely be these two. The only one that I'm really kind of, belly aching over is the Halloween one, because I love Mike Myers. And the funny thing is, Rob Zombie's movies actually brought Mike Myers to a whole nother level to me. So very cool, and I'm glad I could show you guys these covers again. So this is the first death of Wolverine. Wolverine actually had to fight this Angel of Death to make his way back to the land of the living. I know I showed this in previous videos, but I just love this cover, and this is by Arthur Soydum. I have no idea how to pronounce his name, but this is 57, 58, 59. Look at that cool cover. 59, 60. Very cool cover. And lastly, 61. So, like I said, this is the original Death of Wolverine before he got coated in adamantium. And yeah, I definitely love this one, man. Definitely love this run. Now, if you're looking for a dark Halloween kind of Spider-Man comic to read, this is Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man number 5. This is Torment. And this cover, man, this cover is one of my favorite covers of all time. I mean, it's just so much going on in this cover. And what happened was, Kraven the Hunter had a wife. She was a black woman who was a voodoo priestess. And she actually did something to the lizard, where she kind of took control of the lizard, and she poisoned Spider-Man. And the lizard, and Spider-Man had this huge fight. And this is this cover will let you know how much action is in the comic, and what's going on. This cover is absolutely freaking beautiful, and it's one of the first comic books I've ever owned. And it's not that the comic book, it does have sentimental value, but man, just the artwork, man. McFarlane won me over with this. So how can you beat that? There you go. So this would be cover 11 of my Halloween covers. This is Hellblazer, John Constantine. This is from January 2005. This is number 202. And this cover just, man, the reason why this cover is sentimental to me, and the reason why it sticks out to me as a Halloween cover, is because I actually had a death in the family around that time. And definitely this book, helped me get through that. It was a young cousin of mine unexpectedly passed, by violence. So, but that's the reason why I love this cover. And, I pull it out every once in a while and I read it. But not only did I get this cover, which is very cool, man. Love the cigarette. But I also love this 221, man. This 221 is awesome, man. Look at that. John Constantine is just, man, he's cool, man. Very cool. So what is that? Cover 11, 12? So we're up to 12. So we're at the point of the video where you asked me, Fred Hall, Direct Edition, what are you reading right now? And this is cover number 14. This is Frankencastle. I always read this every other, 6 months or so. And it's been probably featured on my videos probably twice already. But this is when Daken actually cuts up Frank Castle, and he turns into this Frankencastle kind of thing. So it's very cool, man. Very, very cool. It's a fun, silly book, and it's a different take on the Punisher. But when he gets his revenge on Daken, man, he gets his revenge. So here's a cool look at the front of the hardcover. And here's the cool look at the back of the hardcover, which I think is very cool. All right. Dakin standing over. All right. So you know what we do right now since we're at number 15. That's going to be your main event. So let's get into your main events. And I'm not just going to do one. I'm going to give you guys the whole shebang. And so combining both videos, keeping up to par. The support video said, show a variant, what I'm saying, or, cover swipe. To me, variants and cover swipes are very similar. I really don't know the difference. I mean, I know the difference, but they're not any different to me. But this is not a scary cover. But I showed you this to show you the Secret Invasion cover swipe. And man, this is a really cool cover swipe from the Illuminati series. And to me, the Secret Invasion covers have like a dark kind of tone to them. So it's right on time for Halloween, in my opinion. And I just love this book, man. As soon as I saw this Secret Invasion New Avengers, I was like, where in the heck did I see this cover before? And automatically, I thought about the Illuminati, the #1 in the 4-part series. But just look at that cover, man. Very sick. And so, I got a lot of Secret Wars, the Secret Invasion to show you guys because since I heard the movie was getting announced, I picked up a lot of them. But I'm just going to show you 2 in this video. And the reason why I'm showing you this Marvel previews is because I just held this original cover in my hand today, but I did a pretty sweet haul and I couldn't afford to buy it. I will go back and get it later on and probably show you the cover swipe next to it when I get the original book. But this is the Marvel previews cover. And here's a beautiful cover swipe for it. Wow, man. Tell me that is spooky, man. Like those scrolls. Oh, they are so sick. And I don't know why I heard somewhere that they were making a Secret Invasion movie or that might be made. But neither here nor there if they do or if they don't. Hey, man, if you guys see these Secret Invasion covers, man, pick them up because they are very cool and they all swipe from some kind of iconic comic book cover or comic book cover that came out around that time. So I'm excited about my, next videos that I'm going to do because they have a couple of Secret Invasions sprinkled throughout them. So there you have it. That's your, second main event? So I'm going to give you one more. And this is not even a main event. I'm just throwing it in just for the sake of throwing it in again. This is my Necrosha the Gathering. I love this book. This is a cover swipe from John Carpenter's Vampires. And I actually did a video where it was Fred Carpenter's Vampires. And this was the main event in that one. But I had to bring out my vampire cover just so you guys can see it in time for Halloween. Okay, cool? So let's get into your main event. And so this is your main event. This is my favorite kind of like dark comic. This is Apocalypse versus Dracula. I'm only missing number 3. I haven't ran across it in a while, but when I do, I'm definitely going to grab it. And I just love this, man. This is Sabanur versus Vlad the Impaler. So it doesn't get more darker or any more Halloween mixed with X-Men than that. And you have no X-Men in this comic book. Apocalypse holds his own in this comic book. And then the end, he actually kills Dracula. But obviously he didn't kill him because he comes back. So there you have it. And so, once again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Direct Edition. Special shout out to Gomez and also to Don the Doctor because you guys tagged me in the videos. Definitely heard my name. Shout out to Wolf and Fox. That's my buddy. You know what I'm saying? And remember, where's the wisdom? Focus on the ones that show you love, on the ones that don't show you love. Hey, man, don't worry about it, man. I've been lied on. I've been talked about. I've had everything done to me under the sun. But in the end, when the night is the darkest, the sun shall rise. And I love this community. And I thank you guys for the support. And you guys be safe out there. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.